Good morning. I am at the Los Angeles County Arboretum, and I came today in search of two things. One, just a little bit of time in nature, and two, I'm hoping to see some fall color, which is in short supply here in Southern California. The tropical forest that I'm strolling through now has an abundance of the former and not so much of the latter, but we'll get there. I bought a membership to the Arboretum on this trip, and I'm really glad I did because honestly, I could sit right here listening to the birds and the water every afternoon. Even though there's no fall color here, I think this prehistoric forest might be my favorite part of the whole gardens. It's so cool and dark and lush, and I'm the only one here. Arboretum is set up right now for their holiday winter event called Lightscapes, and you can see throughout the forest the light setups for it. I'm hoping to come back at night for that event at some point this season. The Arboretum here is known for its peacocks. And look, there's one right there. A couple of Canada geese there too. I am sure we'll be seeing more peacocks as the day goes on. There's more evidence everywhere of the Lightscapes trail. Can't wait to see all of these at night. And now, I don't know if you can hear it in the distance or not, but I am making my way to the Mayberg waterfall. I'm basically wandering blind in this garden right now. I didn't pick up a map. I'm not really looking at the maps. I'm just experiencing it. I hope that with a membership that I could spend more time here and really get to know these trails and walk them with familiarity, which will be a lot more peaceful for me. Because I am in the back of my mind always a little worried about getting lost. But it's also nice to be a little lost sometimes, especially in a safe place like this. It can be a good feeling. There is no place I need to be right now besides standing by this waterfall, talking to you, maybe laying out my blanket and reading my book for a little while. And I'm going to enjoy that while I have it because those times aren't always common in my life. And this little bit of peace, it's precious enough that I really need to appreciate it when it happens. All of these flowers are set up for the nighttime event, but I'm going to make my way past them into the Garden of Quiet Reflection. And the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And look, Someday it will be 20 years from when this was planted. Spring of 2022. Lightscapes isn't turned on right now, but this looks cool already just with the sunlight. I think you could almost call this a fall scene. Almost. There's a bit more color. It is November 15th as I'm filming this. And it looks like these aren't quite done. I wonder if I come back in another week, if there'll be even more reds and oranges and yellows. I have found my first hint of autumn. It's hardly the sprawling hills and valleys covered with fall trees that I'm used to from my childhood, but it is color, which is more than I've seen here this year. It just makes me happy. What's this? If you're expecting a full East Coast fall vista, you kind of have to temper your expectations because this is still Los Angeles. We still have palm trees. But we do also have this. I learned that unfortunately they don't serve hot food on Mondays, which is a shame because I have a grilled cheese sandwich here that is really good. I got instead a cold turkey and cranberry sandwich and a nice iced tea. In case you're wondering why it's called the Peacock Cafe, this would be why. I'm not going to feed you. So I always say that my channel is about mindfulness, happiness, and creativity. And when I go sometimes on these little adventures to places around Los Angeles, I wonder if it's starting to stray a little and become about something else, about travel or adventure or sightseeing. But the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that it's not. That this is part of mindfulness and happiness and creativity, because going out and doing things for yourself, spending time in nature, spending time nurturing your inner child, giving your mind new things to think about, giving your creativity new things to build on, those are all part of living a happy life. At least for me, they are. I can't imagine enjoying my life more than I do when I get to go out and go places and see new things and stretch myself a little bit sometimes if I'm not used to going those places on my own. Lying in the grass in a garden with fall leaves behind me, that is what mindfulness and happiness and creativity are all about. These are the moments where all of those things come from. And the reason that I share those with you is because A, I want you to be part of this joy. I want you to maybe experiment it vicariously, because I know I watch other people's videos to have some of these experiences vicariously. But also, I just want you to take it as a way of giving yourself permission to do these things on your own. Maybe if you are reluctant to go out and do touristy things by yourself, if it feels like an indulgence or something that you can't allow yourself the time to do, I hope that you see me doing these things and you say maybe that could be for me too. Maybe I could spend some time on myself, nurturing my soul and allowing myself to do something that isn't necessarily immediately productive. Because I know that's hard sometimes, and it's even harder if you're a caretaker or you have work responsibilities and home responsibilities and you always feel overwhelmed with all of it that you have to do. But it's worth it to carve out that time. It's funny because I have built my life in a way that I am able to carve out these kinds of times, and that's what I wanted out of my life. And I still find it hard to do it. We are taught by our society that it's not okay to stroll in a garden on a Monday morning, and that's bullshit. They are doing a lot of construction right now on the front entrance of the Arboretum, and it's actually quite loud. It's comparable to being at my house right now with the construction next door. I have only been here a few hours, but now that I have a membership, I know that I can come back again and again. And so I think I'm just gonna head out. Gonna have a nice walk back across the gardens. I only explored really the south side today. I'm back in the center right now. The front entrance is closed, so you can either enter from the north or the south during construction. I chose to enter from the south. I explored that half of the garden right about up to the center point where the entrance plaza used to be and will be in the future. And now I'm going to wander back, and I think next time I come, I will enter from the north and explore that side. Until next time, I am wishing you love and joy and all of those good things, and I can't wait to talk to you again.